Hello and welcome from Aulendorf. This is the Carthago production plant and showroom. This is the Chic C Line integrated 4.9L motorhome. It'll cost 107,310. Put it on a 4.25 basis and empty weight 3,210 kilos. That'll give you a ton of payload. That is the completely empty, it doesn't include anything. 777 centimeters long by 227 wide by 289 high. Now, one area where this really excels is in storage, partially from the underfloor. So I'll have a look at that as I wander around. Come to the back here, and I'll show you what you've got here at the back. You have 4 wardrobes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have here this bed measuring 2 meters by 190 centimeters. Sorry. When fully out, and to get it fully out, you've also got steps up. So pull this thing out here as far as it will go, and then you may have noticed the cushion was in here. There it is. But I would leave it on the bed to give me more space in the wardrobe. If you want it singles, each one measures 85 centimeters in length. Now, if I push this thing here back like that, push this thing here back like this, I've now got access from here and from here. So if you're thinking of living in a van, that's a good option. One other thing, look how cleverly the double floor has been used here, so you can get longer things in the under floor compartment down there. All right, so one thing introduced in 2020 was this, a television above here. And if you don't want to sort of watch it with the door open, and let's see how that looks. And I shall move myself back so it gives you an idea of what it's like in the bedroom. If you think that looks a bit claustrophobic, well, the door's open. Bear in mind, this vehicle is under 8 meters in length, so it may look a bit squashed from that point of view, but anyway, we'll see what it looks like with the door open. This, I think Carthago is sort of lacking ideas what to do with this bit up here. One good thing would be to charge your phones and other things up there, but it would need a plug to do that. With, alternatively, I think maybe those things that when they fall into the bed don't make much difference, such as jumpers and things of that nature. Right, let's open the door now. And there's a look down the van. This door here will also close. There. Close, lock yourself in. And if you come into the toilet, I'll come into the toilet. Have a look at it. There's me. There we go. That's me closed in the toilet. You can close that thing in there. Admittedly, there isn't a huge amount of space here. Look at all that. There you go. As there's not a huge amount of space, okay, there we go. Open this. And you might choose to wash yourself like that. And this does have the advantage. Close this thing up here again. Of having this space here. Now that's slightly different. You've got more room to sort of wash your hands or whatever what you're doing at the sink here. And although I'm not particularly large, but you can sort of get an idea from me what the space situation is there. One thing though, nice molded area. I do like that, but I prefer a bigger plug hole. Even this thing under the sink. Ah, that's good. That's for your dirty washing, I would say. What sort of I would use it for anyway. You could use it for your empty beer cans. And this opens. Okay. As does this. And this. But not this. Oh, I've locked myself in. What's happened? Now, you may think, there's too many doors there. It's a bit, but, you know, it sort of does break up the van into sections quite nicely. Can't see the point of these things here, but then again, that's what is using up a bit of space that otherwise wouldn't be. A better idea would have sort of these nets here made by Kipur. I'm sort of doing a lot I can to promote these nets, or they also have sort of boxy net-like things as well. Because that anything in there is going to fall out as soon as the thing starts moving. You can have a descendable coffee thing as an option. Or if you don't want it, you can push it up, get it out the way, put something else in instead. That's an option. Well, that's a rather heavy cover for the sink. This comes out here to reveal two rubbish things. And here, that's what you'd expect, isn't it? Now, the height is 289 centimeters. This means that if you put a bed up front, then what's going to happen is that unless you're under about 170, let's say, this here you're going to have to duck when you get out of it. Furthermore, the bed above reduces your light as well. So if I can demonstrate here, sort of getting up, not stood up yet, Right. So now I'm sort of standing up, I've had to come forward. 32-inch television. Table goes around in all directions. This thing here is on a manual gearbox, so Fiat obviously. Which brings me back now to the subject I started off with, which was storage, and you've got this fantastic amount here. Look how deep that is. I don't know if even the idea of how deep it is doesn't possibly come out with this, and it looks even less deep here than it really is. plenty of space there. You've got this bit here, it comes up. If I stand in that, it'll come up to my knee. Now, also, here you've got a place for your shoes there. Some models don't have that, but they have storage under here. And you've also got storage under the chair here, which I won't lift it up for me. I'll do it for me, show you from the outside. So you can access the storage in many cases from both inside and out, such as here, for example, if we took the chair out. And well, it's just from the outside, this one. This is absolutely enormous. When I was talking about net-like things, something like this, for example. I mentioned a ton of payload, but you wouldn't put a ton of payload in the garage. I think, I'm not certain this model, but maybe 300 kilos. This is for your gas. See if it's open. It's not. But anyway, the gas is relatively easy to get in and out from there. And here, access from inside and out. You saw the under the floor. I got up here as well. You can access under the chairs. And this, for anybody thinking of doing any long distance traveling or long-term traveling, that's utterly outstanding.